Hey everyone, welcome back to Iguana Gaming. I'm the Iguana, and today we are playing some Ark Survival Evolved Mobile Edition. Now today, a huge update has just dropped from Wardrum, and so I am going to try to cover all of those things in this particular update video here. So the first thing is that the God console has been updated. So as you can see, it looks a little different than it did last time I showed it off. And that is because it has been rounded out. So now we do have biotoxin, which has been added. So you can get a stack of 100 biotoxin just by clicking on that in the God console, which is really handy for taming because biotoxin is essentially a much stronger version of narcotic. So if you need to keep a creature unconscious, you no longer have to worry about crafting a whole bunch of narcotic. You can just craft up some biotoxin and there you go. All right. So next thing is that there have been a lot of new options introduced to the menu here. So you have all of the ones that we did have, and I realized last time I missed instant crafting, which just makes it so that everything you craft finishes instantly. You don't have to worry about the wait that it normally takes to craft things. So there are a few things that are new here at the bottom. There are three things in particular that are interesting. So there is the advanced day button. I'll start there because it's easy. And that just moves the day forward a little bit. Like, I'm not sure exactly how much, but it basically jumps you forward in the day. So it's basically like a speed bonus, but instantaneous instead of like this 200-400% movement thing here. All right, so next thing is learn Engrams. So I clicked that, and essentially what that does is let you learn all of the Engrams. So I should be able to now craft all of these Engrams, even though I'm not the right level for it. That button overrides everything else. So I now can craft any one of these items if I can get the equipment for it, even though my level is not as high, technically high enough to get these. So I can now craft a Titanosaur platform saddle, even though I'm not level 100, which is kind of incredible for a single player game, in my opinion. All right. So the next thing is teleport. Now this is the coolest new feature in my opinion, aside from the biotoxin, because what it does is it teleports you around the map. So you can see here, this is the lava cave right over there. And if you click it again, it's going to take you to a new location. In this case, I believe this is the swamp cave area. Here we're at the northwest cave. Yep. Here we're at the central cave, the snow cave, red obelisk, green obelisk. All right, this just looks like the southern beaches. So if I pull out my map here, okay, so this teleports you to the top of the western peninsula. Looks like the blue obelisk. Yeah, we're a little bit below it, but it's essentially the blue obelisk. Somewhere in the redwoods. Oh, maybe this is the swamp cave one. Yeah, this is the swamp cave. So the other one must be just a location in the redwoods. And then here we are down in the south, kind of near a river area, it looks like. Let's see if there are, I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, so now we're back to where we were when I started the video, which is at the southern cave here, the cave in the south, right there. And so if you're playing single player and you want to get to a map fast, you just go ahead and use that teleport button. Now, I don't have a creature tamed up with me to test it out on, but I believe you can also teleport if you're riding a creature, and it should teleport both you and the creature. You can see my base is over there. Unfortunately, I don't see a way to teleport to the base that I have set up with this. It looks like it's a set number of places that you can go, and you have to cycle through them to get where you want to go. But it's still faster moving around the map that way because you can get close to your location rather than just walking around everywhere or even flying, since we can do that. Okay. So that is it for the God Console update. I'm really excited about these changes. I think that they made the God Console much more worthwhile, especially with the biotoxin being added in. It makes it a little bit better, I think, in terms of functionality. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and switch to a multiplayer server here as soon as I beat up this Dillo, because we have a few other things I want to make sure we go over. Come on, before I end this video off. So I will bring you guys back in just a little bit. Okay, guys, so real quick here, before we hop onto a server, Wardrum did implement a new save feature for the single-player game, and so if you go into the options section of the main menu, you'll bring up this page, and at the very bottom of the options, you'll see this Manage Save Data. So what this will do is allow you to save different games here in different ways. So I can save my backup, my current single-player game that I was just on, by clicking on that, and then you can restore it, which will overwrite your current save. You can delete it if you're done with it, or you can save it as I just did. Now you also have at the bottom of this an iCloud data. So this iCloud one, you can click on that and it may tell me that mine is full. Oh, nope, I'm good. So it does compress it, which is nice. So I have backed up my single player game to the cloud, which means that if I had another device that I was playing on, I should be able to now access that save from another device with this account. So if you account link and then you go into your manage save data, you should be able to restore your iCloud save, which is awesome. So people who have been wanting multiple single player games, that is now an option for us, and the backup in the cloud, so that if you accidentally delete your app for some reason, you can now restore your game from that backup. But you do have to manually back it up by going to this Manage Save Data button in the options menu. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the multiplayer and go through some of the changes that have happened there. Okay guys, so one of the other major changes that has come, this one is creature related, is that the direwolves now have a pack bonus and a howl. So if you go into your options and controls and you turn one of your multi-taps into this reload alt attack 2 option here, which I already have set, what you should be able to do, is do that tap and the wolves will howl. I am currently on the alpha, as you can see by that pack leader buff in the upper right hand corner, and we now have this glowing effect. So essentially it causes all the wolves in your pack to howl, and it creates this alpha buff effect. So basically any wolf you're riding with this is going to be a little bit stronger. Okay, so that's one of the major creature updates. Now number 2 is the ARGY. So I'm gonna take this guy outside. I wish it was a little bit brighter right now. It is getting a little dark on the server, but we should be okay out here. It is raining. So the ARGY, it has gotten its visual pass for the TLC, and it looks amazing. This ARGY is just absolutely incredible. I love the way that they look after the TLC pass. And this one in particular looks really good just because of how red it is. It's so majestic, honestly. So just flying around, oh my gosh, it's going to be so much nicer now, because as much as ARGYs annoy me, at least now they look as good as they should. I wish I could get a front view on this, because I love the way that they walk with this new model. It's really quite something. Yeah, they just look so amazing. I mean, look at that. They're so beautiful. So I'm really excited that they finally did this visual update for the ARGY model, and I cannot wait to use this thing basically all of the time. It is going to be one of my new favorite features, I think. All right. So now moving on, let's go up here and land for a second. So one of the other things that has come, I do not have the amber to purchase them on this particular character just yet, but if you go to the amber store, you'll notice that there is this new section in the upper left-hand corner called collars. And so you have all of these collars, and they are amazing. So you have a lot of different options here, and each one of them has a different set of buffs. But basically, the one that I think everyone will be most interested in is this gold chain collar, because it has all of the buffs of all of the other collars and none of the drawbacks. So it doesn't damage your dinos in any way to wear it. Now, it is very expensive. It is 200 amber, which is quite a bit. I believe that's about $10 of US currency if you were to actually purchase that with the amber purchase here. So this, this 200x option is $10, which I might do that on a different server. I will probably not do it for PVX. Now, there are a few other options here that are very interesting. So this simple collar is really basic. It just gives a 10% health buff, and what's really cool about the collars is that they allow you to see where your dino is on the map. So everybody should get some kind of collar to put on their flyers for when they're always losing their flyers. I think that's a really good idea. You will now know exactly where to go to find your pteranodon that flew off when it was attacked, or any creature that has run off for whatever reason. If it's wearing a collar, you should be able to see it on your map. Now, because I really like this one, there is a cone of shame. So it gives a 30% weight capacity, which is great, but it does make it so that tames can't eat on their own anymore. So you have to force feed them or take the cone off so that they can actually eat. Now, I bet this is absolutely amazing, and I kind of want to get one. The 30% weight buff would be really handy, but I think I would like to save up my amber for now for this gold chain collar, because it gives you all of these other buffs: the speed increase, the weight buff, the attack. Yeah, I think it's, what is it, stamina? Oh, it's stamina. So you can increase stamina, health, and then attack speed, which is awesome. The metal chain collar is 50% armor and 50% experience, which is awesome. So I'm surprised that that one is only 35 amber, considering how expensive the gold chain one is. And then the comfy collar increases torpidity on equipped tames. So basically, it's going to be harder to knock your tames out in any way. So what I'm going to do right now is, for this particular, just for this particular game, I am going to go ahead and purchase a simple collar. Now, you can dye them different colors, but I'm okay with it being just the base color blue for now. So I'm going to go ahead and equip this on the ARGY because I really want to make sure I never lose this ARGY. That actually looks really good. So if you're even just looking in this little side hand window here, I think the collar looks decent on the ARGY. I would love to see it with a gold chain, honestly. I'm definitely going to get a gold chain for one of my Quetzals on my PvE game at some point. But for PVX, this will do just fine. I really don't like that it's nighttime. That is frustrating. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a better look at this. Yeah, okay, that collar, it looks pretty good on it, honestly. And for 20 amber, that's not too bad. And it does increase the health stats, so we now have 2,500 health from about 23. So that is a pretty good increase. Now, what I'm really curious about is making sure that it shows up on the map. Let's see if we can wander away from it just enough. It is quite a ways. We are starving. We are always starving. Let's see. Yes, okay, so it's a little bit hard to see, but there is a sort of green ping that is going off next to all of the beds. Yes, I can see it. So if you look at where my player icon is you can kind of see a little bit of a pulse, and I believe that is where the ARGY is. So you can now track your dinos if someone has stolen one, or if one of your tribe mates borrows ones without permission. You can now go figure out who took it and where it is and get it back, essentially. So yeah, I'm like super excited about that, guys. I think that's been this is a really cool update. It is so full of things. Yeah, so that's it for the PVX server side of things. There are a couple other things I want to talk about. Let's see here. All right, I think I'm going to go to the PvE server for those, though, so I will see you guys once again in just a little bit. All right, guys, we are back once more. This time we are on the PvE server, and we are going to go through the last few things that are on this update list. So one of them is that there is a new pursuit, this thin air pursuit. So let's go ahead and start that. Let's see what it is. Can we not have that be on? Thank you. All right, the climb. Okay, without the use of a mount, reach the top of the island. Okay, so I bet what this is a location-enabled pursuit. So we will have to go through this at some point and see what the reward is, because the rewards for pursuits are usually okay. But this one in particular looks like it's going to be a traveling one. So probably, my guess is if we have to reach the top of the island, which is probably the volcano, that means that we'll also have to find the lowest point on the island, which is going to be in the ocean. So we are going to do this pursuit. It may take us a little while to get to, because we do have like some issues getting all the way down to the bottom of the ocean, but we'll see. It looks like it's just a location finding pursuit. I am curious to see, though, what the reward for that will be, but we will find out at a later date. So the next thing that has changed is that pheromones, here we are. Pheromones now have a 3 times mutation rate, which you can see in the item description here. Oh, it looks like they haven't changed it on this one. This still says 2 times. But if you look at it in the in this inventory menu without actually blowing it up, it is now changed to a 3 times mutation, which I am very excited about, because I have yet to get a mutation, and I have used several of these pheromones so far on this server. So I definitely want more mutations. That is going to be a thing. Now, there's another thing that is really cool. Super fertilized eggs can now be used to make super kibble. So I think what super kibble is doing is basically increasing taming effectiveness when you are taming. I'm not sure it's worth the pheromone to generate that kind of kibble, because you have to generate the kibble, you have to grow the crops, you have to cook it yourself. It's no longer in the chef station as far as I know. We can check that real quick since I have this one here. Let's see. We'll just click through a few of these. Yeah, none of these say super fertilized kibble. So essentially, you're going to have to make super kibble basically with raw materials, and you are going to have to use some sort of pheromone in order to create a super kibble. Now, it's useful for taming high-level dinos, but at the same time, I'm not sure, with Soothing Balm being as cheap as it is, that it's really worth that, but we may check that out at some point if we have the right items on us. It depends on how much amber we can generate, because that is going to get very expensive very quickly, because each pheromone is 25 or 50 amber, which is quite a bit for someone who only watches ads for their amber, in my case. Okay, so let's see, what else is going on? I think we covered most of it. Oh yes, PvP servers. So PvP servers, you can no longer build in caves and on obelisks. I think that's a good change. I think people were griefing and locking people out with like metal walls and basically turret walls, and it's very hard when you're a new player looking to get some experience to get past that if you can't get the resources to take down a wall of turrets. So that's a change that has been implemented, so no one's allowed to build on those areas anymore. promo codes are now redeemable in single player, so everyone who wanted to get like the gnome codes that were going on, which they did announce a winner for, apparently the gnomes just increase production of stuff that you get from your crop plots. So since I have all these gnomes here, I should be getting a bonus around basically this plot and this snake plant, which actually I haven't fertilized, so it's not growing anything. Yes, but that is a thing that has also changed. All right. Let's see. I think that's all of the major things other than one last thing. And I bet everyone can guess what that is going to be. Hello. Whoops. I was going to wave at this person. Here we go. That's okay. So essentially, the one thing that we are going to do now is go out and tame a Baryonyx, guys. It is time for a Baryonyx. I am so very excited. We are going to have to go around and we need to get the items to go out and tame a Baryonyx really quick here. I do have a visitor who is awesome. All right, here we go. So we've got some tranq darts on us. I know we already have the gun. Let's go ahead and take a few arrows just in case. You know what, we'll take 2 of these. I do have some soothing bombs, and oof, what else do we need for taming a Baryonyx? I don't even know, guys. I'm just so excited. I can't even think about it. Let's go ahead and see if I'm going to see if the Baryonyx saddle has been added to the tannery, because I don't have enough Ingram points to actually create one myself right now, I don't believe. I can look at it. 1 second here. Let's see. I don't like how I have to go through all of these options. A Baryonyx. It should be in here. I'm going to be a little upset if they didn't add it. Oh my gosh. I apologize, guys. You're literally watching me click through things. Yes, there it is. Okay. Oh, interesting. So the Baryonic saddle has been added, but it is primitive, not journeyman, according to this. It's only 150 cures, which is not very many, so I'm going to go ahead and make one of those. And it does, in fact, give you a primitive saddle. That is very odd. I feel like that is something that they should be interested in fixing. Now, if we go into here and search for the Baryonyx... Yes, okay, so the Baryonyx saddle is learned at level 49, and it costs 24 Ingram points. So I'm glad we bought it there, because we definitely did not have what we needed to do that. Now, I am in an area where on PC, Baryonyx should spawn more often than not. So I'm going to go ahead and look around a little bit. I have not actually spotted one just yet, since I haven't really been able to get on and look. It doesn't look like there's one in the immediate area, which is weird, because on PC they're always here. It is like perfect Baryonyx region right here. Alright, lots of Capros, lots of Sarcos. Okay, so I'm going to bring you guys back when we find a Baryonyx to tame. I'm just so excited, guys. I hope you are too. I will see you guys in just a little bit. Okay, guys, we are back. I have been around the entire island twice, and we finally have found a level 15 Baryonyx right as I was about to give up and try again later. It was hanging around just over there in the corner of my base. So I was right, they do spawn here, which is awesome. But yeah, now we need to go ahead and tame this girl. She's only level 15, but you know what? Baryonyx are a little bit rare, so I am going to take it. I'm going to go ahead and drop her over here. She should have a harder time getting away in this area. Now, they do attack pretty aggressively. No. Passive. Alright, well, that's gonna be fun. Can I get my gun out, please? No? Game? Game? Oh, why? Oh, it always bugs out at the worst possible time. And I can't even run right now. There we go. Alright. Hold still. Stop. Oh my goodness. Alright. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. I was able to at least get up here. This is going to be a problem. I'm not going to give up. We need this particular berry. Can I please pull out a weapon? No. I'm going to have to relog. Alright. 1 second here, guys, and I will be right back. Hopefully holding this in the air will work while I go offline. So I will see you in just a second. Okay, guys, we are back. This berry is right here. And I finally was able to pull out a weapon. I do have the Quetzal following me. Oh, that was so fast. I like that very much. Alright, Quetzal, can you stop now? Ugh. Man, it is so frustrating how they do that. Okay, so we need this. Whoa. Oh. Okay, that's a happy accident. I did not realize, guys, they now have an all stacks option for items. So if you want to drop certain items now, it looks like you can do that. I'm just going to transfer in one of those. Remote use that. And there you go. Oh, no. Oh, no. Are you specifically fish? Oh, that's a problem. Okay, luckily this thing should be relatively safe up here, and luckily there are a lot of fish in the area, hopefully. Sometimes there are fish down here. Oh no, we might be in trouble, guys, because they definitely are going to need fish meat, which I was not expecting. I know that it is that way in PC, but I figured because it was mobile they would have reset that, because fish meat is hard to come by. Yeah. Okay, there's got to be fish in here. I'm just gonna, like, hit the water. Oh my goodness. How are there no fish in the swamp? That's what I want to know. That is incredibly frustrating, guys. Oh my goodness. Oof, so we will see what we can do here. I may have to bring you guys back when this guy's up. I may have to let it wake up, which is just so unfortunate since I wasted a soothing balm on it. Actually, you know what? We may get the kibble. We may just have to buy the kibble from the chef station. I cannot remember what their kibble is at the moment, but we do have a little bit of time, it looks like, since it's not going to be eating meat. Oh no. Come on, game. There we go. Oh my gosh. That is terrifying. Alright. So, let's go ahead and go up here. It is going to stay unconscious for a little bit, which is fine. Can we land? Oh my gosh. The game is so laggy on this server now. It's very unfortunate. Apparently the server has also reached max structure limit, which is not good. So I'm going to go ahead and go into this inventory. And I cannot remember what kibble Baryonyx like. 1 second here, guys, while I look it up. Let me see. Packy Rhino. Okay, so we can do that. Packy. And then we'll have extra, which will be great. Okay, so we have 3 kibble with a soothing bomb for a level 15. It should need 1, honestly. I'm a little salty about the fish meat thing, but that's okay. Luckily, we can get kibble pretty quickly. Luckily, it was close enough to base that I could do that. I'm gonna take that egg. I'm gonna do it. That's my egg. Alright. Whoop. Oh, the lag. All the lag. There we go. Okay. So we've done it, guys. We've tamed ourselves a Baryonyx. I'm going to take a quick cut right here and make sure that this footage saves. Okay. So that seems to have worked. I'm going to go ahead and put the saddle, which should be Journeyman, on here. Oh my goodness. There are so many good things in this update, honestly. Alright, so we have our Baryonyx. Now the only problem I can see with the Baryonyx here is that it needs to be fed fish meat. So it's going to be a bit of an issue trying to keep it alive here in particular, but that is okay. I'm going to... Yes, okay, you're following the Baryonyx. I don't love having the Quetzal follow me, but it's the best way to get it down from here. Oh, yes. The Baryonics are fast. They can attack while running. They have their little jump, which is great. And then, let's see here. I have a whistle on right now, so let's go ahead and see if they also have their alternate attack. We are going to have to find deeper water here. Where is it? Controls. Controls. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, my gosh, no. I don't know where this was set. Ugh. It's a problem. Alright, whatever. We're just going to leave it where it is. Hopefully that works just fine. Okay, so it looks like it has an interesting bite attack. Let's see. I wonder if we can test that out on a frog. Apparently not. So I think what that attack is supposed to be is the tailspin attack in deep water. I know where there is deep water. We just need to get the Quetzal over here. Hey, that worked. That worked just fine. Alright, so we're going to take this berry, which you can pick up with a Quetzal, which is super handy, over to some deeper water just real fast because I want to try out that tailspin attack. I know that this episode is getting very long, but it is a very full update. There are so many good things in it. I really especially love that you can have the transfer all of this item option. So now it's like a mass transfer button, which we have been sorely needing in this game. All right. So here we go. We have a little bit of deeper water here. I'm going to have the Quetzal follow me, just so that it's safe. Okay. Now it is going to want to leap up and follow the Baryonyx as soon as I get off. Yep. There we go. Ooh, and we are going to get all of the lag, but that is okay. Ooh. Oh my gosh, lag. Ugh, it's such a problem. There are too many bases on the island, honestly. Yes. Okay, so now we have some fish meat, and we are swimming. Oh my gosh, Baryonyx are great. Now, do they have an oxygen meter? They do. It goes very slowly. Okay, can we not? Why does my alternate attack not work? So they should have a tailspin attack. There it is. Alright, so use... Hey, another berry. I don't want to kill that one, but I want to stun all these fish. No! Ugh. Don't be stunned. Don't be stunned. Oh, that's obnoxious. Ugh, berries are the worst. Okay, you know, I'm going to have to get out of the water here. Do not. Wild berries are the worst, I should say. Let's see if we can get all of those things out of the way real quick. Get back on. I did not see that other Baryonyx there. It was completely disguised in the water. Alright, so if you want to stun creatures in the water, you simply do a jump attack while you're in the water. So when you're out of the water, your jump attack is going to be a jump. So like that. Just like this, swiping up on the left-hand side of the screen. But when you're in the water, gotta watch out for wherever that berry was. If you do that same attack, it's gonna do the tailspin. No, no, no. Stupid berry. Can we not fight you, please? Ugh, my goodness. That other berry is gonna be very obnoxious. I believe it's only level 15 as well. If it was a male, I would be more interested. It is a male, and I would be interested in taming it if it were high level, since we already have a female. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this one. Oh my gosh, I looked all over and I finally find one. After I found one to tame. It's crazy. You look all day and then you find two of what you need. Can we please? There. But it's still low level. So the Baryonyx, it doesn't look like it does too much damage, but it does do that really cool spin attack in the water. It is super laggy though, so be aware of that. You might have crash issues, and if a Baryonyx stuns you in the water, so as you saw there, the other Baryonyx, the wild Baryonyx, will attack you while it's in the water, and it will tailspin and stun you, and that knocks you off of your mount. So you have to be really, really careful when you are in the water. if there's baryonyx in the game. So basically land water is going to be a little bit more dangerous to cross from now on. I think that's okay. The baryonyx is a cool creature. They're not super common, but they can catch you unawares, and they can easily kill you if you're stunned in the water. You can also drown pretty easily with them in the area. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and change my whistle back. I don't know what that alternate attack is doing. It's kind of a weird bite attack. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the Quetzal here. Alright, guys. So I do think that that is going to do it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to hit that like button. It seriously helps me out. And what do you guys think? Are you as excited about this gorgeous Baryonyx as I am? Because I think it is amazing. I think it is a fantastic addition to the game, and I cannot wait for Iguanodons to come out next month now that I've seen this guy. So, if you did find yourself enjoying this video, please remember to hit that like button. It seriously helps me out. And if you want to see more content like this, you can, of course, subscribe. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Signing off. This is the Iguana.